Hello everyone, welcome to day 3. I can't believe week 1 is already coming to a close. Thank you so much for joining us, and today is going to be so fun. You know, what would summer be without some beautiful blooms? So that's what we're going to work on today. So I thought to start with, we are going to work on our cute little poppies card. I think this is such a cute, fun card. It is just a cute little vase full of bright colored poppies, and they are always such a beautiful spot in the garden. I really love them. So you have in your idea book all of the supplies needed for this card, but I'm going to show you a little different version. So we are going to use our card cutout 853, 852, and 829, and then we'll be using our red Wagon Distressed Diamonds, so one of our new papers. So let's get started. I have everything already cut out for us. One thing I just wanted to mention, that when you just even change the size of an item, it gives it a different look. So that's just what we're going to do today, is build a little different vase full of the same posies, but with a different scale. So I've got my posies cut out, I've got leaves cut out, and then we're going to use the same background. So I'll just have our little card here for reference. And the first thing I wanted to do was kind of build up some little bit of a background or a base for our little flower pot. So I am just simply taking these leaves. Oh, I didn't show you that card cutout, but it is card cutout 854. And I am, instead of putting them next to a flower, I am building them up. So we're going to do that with both of the little ones, and then the big one I am going to go ahead and tuck right in the middle. And I am just using double-sided tape for all of these, and you can kind of twist, or maybe I want to reposition this first one. And if there's too many leaves for you, you can certainly trim some off, but I think that gives us a good little start. And then I am just going to tuck this one in. I want it to be behind one leaf, in front of another leaf, just so it kind of gives a little more dimension. But in order to actually stick it on, I am actually going to put it on our cute little red wagon dotted frame here. So that is one of our new card cutouts as well. And then I'm just tucking that little flower in, and you can see if you want how you want to do it with your leaves. But look how cute that is. I think this card actually looks so cute on many things. I thought it was cute on our cute little seafoam paisley, but my favorite one was our red wagon distressed dots. Look how that just is so rich and vibrant. I just really like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut that down, or attach it to my card. And look, what a cute, fun card. Now you could add a sentiment to it if you want. Like, it'd be cute to just do this cute little just for you. So however you want to personalize it, it's gonna be as cute as can be. You could even do a pink flower. You could do all kinds of things using this cute little pot. Excuse me. Okay, the next card I want to focus on is our cute little flower pot. You know, things I really love. I love terracotta pots. I love flowers. I love pink. So this one, I actually used the flowers that are a variety of colors, and it just really makes it pop. And you can see all of these supplies listed on in your idea book. So let me show you the variation that I want to do. We're going to use the same leaves, card cutout 854. We're going to use our terracotta pot, but this time we're going to use both sizes. And then we are going to use this cute little posy bouquet, and it is a little different color scheme. Actually, in the next card, we've used, well, let me just show you. This is our third card for today, but we used a little different color scheme. Last time we just used the posy by themselves. This time we are going to, you know, that is the wrong that is the wrong card cutout. I am so sorry. Oh no, it's not. I'm looking at the real one for my variation. I changed it. That's what I did. So I have all of my pieces cut out. I have the cute little terracotta pot, and I have cut those. I designed it in 2 pieces because I really love the dimension you can get by adding this cute little frame up here. So we have our full size, and then we also have a small version that we have built and we're going to use together. So I've got things all cut out here. I've got my leaves here. And so what I'm going to do, similar to what we did with the red poppy, I am just going to go ahead and tuck some leaves in here. But I am going to create this card like it's a stack of terracotta pots. How much cuter could that get? So I'm using a double-sided tape to adhere that, but I want to also now create, because I think I'm going to do something like bloom where you're planted. So although you might not have flowers, these are just some little spontaneous flowers that have grown in your stack of pots. So I'm going to add my first little one here, just along the edge, and then I'm going to tuck my bigger one right behind it. So I'll just add a little bit of double-sided tape to that as well. Now you could actually tuck that behind this other terracotta pot, and we'll just go ahead and, now I'm going to go ahead and stick it in. I might have to rearrange that little pot because it's a little close there. Now we'll put this back on. And notice I'm doing it a little bit at an angle, so it's just very randomly stacked there. And then for the flowers, I'm going to use some of these leaves, but I cut out just this one little cluster of flowers, and then I stuck some leaves to the back of it. And now I am just going to tuck that in this little pot. Isn't that just cute? And I did the leaves along the top here, so I think that just is a cute little finishing touch. This one I need to add a little more tape. Okay, and then there is on our sentiment, it is card cutout 867. There's a bloom where you're planted, and I thought that is just the perfect little touch that we need for this card. Now, here it is. And so originally I was going to put it down here, and I thought that's pretty cute. But as I built the card, I really, really liked it tucked in, hooked to this little string. Isn't that just so cute? So it's actually like a little plant marker. And then I thought that was so cute on the inchworm posies. So now I'm just going to go ahead, and you can tuck this in a little more if you need to fit it in an envelope, so your leaves aren't hanging off the edge. And I'm just going to go ahead and double side this. I will tell you, I did use glue dots to adhere this to my little stick, and I just went out in the backyard and grabbed myself a little twig. And then look how cute that is, just tucked in there. I think that is just the finishing touch. Now if it's down here, that would be cute, but I felt like there was a little hole or something missing here, so I just thought that was a cute finishing touch. And look, I think this is really cute too. I love this little color variation of the flowers. I think that's a fun finishing touch. So I have saved the trickiest one for last. But you know, I think, you know, I love going to the flower shop. We used to live by a flower market, and so I just love to go down and get a bundle of flowers, and they would wrap them in newspaper or craft paper. So that is what I'm trying to emulate. So the card we're doing is this cute little posy bouquet, if you will, and it's really fun. It just opens up here, but we're going to add a little twist to that. Okay, so we're going to use the little bouquet like we used this last time. So card cutout 865. We're going to be using the little leaves again, 854. And then our card sentiments, 867. And this time we are going to start with our brown paper bag. And let's see, how do I want to start this? The easiest way, I think, to create this is I've cut 2 inches of the collage, the paper collage here, and I'm just going to double stick that down. And I'm going to put it, so I'm just going to trim it with my scissors, the last little piece here. And I have it on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that one as well. But I'm going to remove this one, so I'm not going to put too much tape on it. Let's see, we're just going to go clear over to the edge, similar to that. Now I'm going to take my flowers. I already have those cut out, and I did do the little cluster of flowers separately, so I added those for a little added dimension. And then I used the small little For You tag that's found on card cutout 867, and I actually just cut a little slit here under my flowers so I could tuck it in, so like those flowers were hanging over the top. Now I just want to make sure that my flowers are going to fit in here just the way I want them, so I could actually hook those down now. Okay, so we have our flowers in place, and if you notice, this one here was maybe just a little too tight, so I'll align the top again. I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. Now these are the paper bags we used. We sell them at lastingimpressions.com, but we used them for our Christmas, oh, maybe 3 or so years ago. So the paper bags, I think, are just so fun and add such a personality. So now what we're going to do is just fold our 2 sides in using the 2-inch strips as our guide. And we know our flowers fit in it. So what I'm going to want to do is I want this little wildflowers. Let's see, I've got things hooked to it. I want this little wildflower, so it's kind of out of control, this card is. And I want the wildflowers to kind of help me keep it closed. So what I'm wanting to do is just, I'm going to position it a little bit. First I need to take off this strip inside. And I didn't use too much tape on that, so it's very easy. I'm going to put my little wildflowers here, kind of hold it in place, and now I'm just going to grab my little X-Acto knife here, and I want this to just go into a little strip of the paper to hold it closed. So I'm just cutting, kind of measuring at the same time, and I'm doing it right here where there aren't any words, so it will fit in nicely. And now I'm just going to cut a straight line, kind of connecting those 2 things. Now you can see when I fold my card, I can actually tuck my cute little flap. Oops. I've got things stuck on other things. There we go. So you can actually just take and insert the little banner there, so that is going to work cute. But just to protect that a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and just put a piece of tape here, because that won't show, because now we're going to go ahead and add our little strip of the book collage. Now you can see when we fold, and I like to use, you could use a pen. I'm just using one of our embossing tools, or a stylus, but you can use a pen, and you just want to make sure that gets folded down really well. Now I'm going to trim the extra strip off here, and now I'm going to close each one, and I want it to come down. I want my little flap to be here, maybe 1 inch up, So I'm just folding like so, and I'm going to use my little score, my little tool again, and just really make sure that's scored and folds nicely. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And you can see what we're doing is we're creating that cute little bouquet that you can buy at the flower market where they just wrap it in newspaper, and it's just so fun. I'm going to go ahead and open it again, and I'm going to just make sure that is very secure. Look how cute that is getting. Now, the paper bag has this little printing here, and honestly, it's kind of cute too. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to add this strip. I'm going to use, I already have mounting tape here, but I'm going to go ahead and just do some double-sided tape to make sure it's secure. And I want to make sure that I adhere it down so it's still going to fit in my little flap over here. So now you could take and staple that as well. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. So I've just got my card open. I'm bringing my stapler over. And I've just done one little staple there. That'll make sure that stays secure and you can still tuck in your little banner here. Oh, I got so many things. There we go. And then I think it's really cute. I took and I just added a little, a few little leaves. I love these leaves. I just keep using them everywhere. And I've just tucked it in so it will stay on the little pennant. And then if you wanted, you could add a little jute bow and just stick that on as well. I did that and just used a little glue dot to close it. Now you can open your card. You see your cute little for you tag. And I think then you could just write a little, love you, thank you so much, whatever your little message is you want to leave, sign your name. But isn't that just the cutest card? I just love using the paper bags. Cute as can be. I maybe didn't put that down just a little bit. Now, if you don't know how to tie a little bow, I'm just going to show you quick how easy it is. You just take your ribbon, string, whatever you're using, you make two little bunny ears, and then you tie those bunny ears in a knot. Just like so. And you want to pull it so it's tight. Now you can use the little pieces left and make your bow as tiny or as big as you want. So once you get it sized, you'll just tighten it, trim off your pieces, and isn't that just the easiest way to make a cute bow? Well, I'll tell you what, week one has been so much fun, but I did promise you that today I'm going to show you all of our new papers. As well, I wanted to tell you all of our things are online now, so you can buy them individually, as well as all of the ideas have been updated on our idea gallery, and you can find that at lastingimpressions.com, so you can just get a little closer look of the new cards that we have made. And you'll find it at lastingimpressions.com, and along the top there, I think it's called Ideas or Idea Gallery, but you will see it there. It is very easy. Okay, just what you've been waiting for. Oh, but wait. Make sure you add your cards to our Facebook page. We have the best little show and tell place so you can post your cards, and we want to see what you create because everybody has such great ideas, and we want to learn from each other. So make sure you post. We will have a newsletter that will come out today that gives you links to everything. So make sure you check in. Thanks so much. Okay, the papers come in 4 patterns. So let me just, first I'll show you what the 4 patterns are. A paisley, posies, distressed diamonds, and ticking. I just love this ticking paper. It reminds me of kind of a vintage era. So comes in pink cosmos, sugar plum, orange poppy, garden tool. Oh dear, we skipped a whole bunch. I practiced this and I was much better when I practiced. We have blueberry. I'm just going to go and stack these a little better. We have daylily. So our daylily, inchworm, sweet pea, pink geranium, sea foam, and of course, red wagon. So you can see that's 48 new papers. Make sure you stop by and check them out. Thanks for stopping. It's so much to have camp with you guys. Take care, and we'll see you in July. Just a few weeks, so we'll look forward to that. Happy camping.